Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our Canadian University dating show. We will start in how many seconds, Michelle?
Um, you can just count down to five.
All right.
Oh wait,
Oh,
Ryan lost audio. What is
Ryan
that?
lost audio. That's not good.
It's back. Okay, it's good
Welcome to our weekly dose of technical difficulties. And I will take down the idle screen. In three, two, one. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our All Canadian University dating show. And as you can tell, this time we have a different layout just to make everything look nicer. Thank you, Michelle. It's really nice.
Of course, anything for the fans for the stream.
Yeah,
Um,
Michelle, how's it going? How's it going, Michelle?
it's good. For our new viewers out there, my name is Michelle. I am one of your hosts, and
My name is Ray, and I am also the co-host. And we're both from University of Waterloo, and I think this is our second episode where we are expanding the UW dating show to the All Canadian University dating show. And for this episode, we have our female guest from Queens. Is that right, Michelle?
yeah. So today we'll be spending the evening getting to know Madeline and finding her a match, hopefully. So if you want to like unmute your video and yourself,
Hi, Madeline.
wave hello.
Hi.
So just before we get started, I'll give a little rundown of how this show works. So we have 3 rounds. In the first round, we'll have Madeline talk a little bit about herself, some of her interests, her life. We'll get to know her, and then give her a chance to talk to our panel of eligible bachelors. And at the end of this round, anyone who's not feeling a spark is welcome to turn their webcam off before we move to our second round, which is all about relationships, all about the tea, and talking about what we're looking for, some of the things that we've liked, disliked in the past, give our contestants a chance to chat amongst themselves. And at the end of the round, again, give anyone who's not feeling a spark the chance to turn off the cameras before we move on to the third round, where Madeline will then get to choose 2 contestants to take to the final round, where we learn more about them and their life stories and hopefully see if they're compatible with her. So that being said, I'll stop talking and give the floor to Madeline to introduce herself. I will put up your slide package that you sent. Oh wait, no, I lied.
Oh,
So yeah, I'll let Madeline give a brief introduction for herself and then invite our male panelists to also turn off their cameras and give a brief introduction to themselves before we move on to Madeline talking more about herself in her slides, more of the backstory.
Yep. The mic is all yours.
okay. Hi, I'm Madeline. I go to Queens. I study theater and film.
Ooh, very cool.
I see. Awesome. Well, what year are you in? For
I'm in third year.
Cool.
Yeah.
Interesting. Theaters and films. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is my second program, so I'm in third year, but I already went to college and graduated college. I went to St. Lawrence College for theater performance
Oh, wow.
and then transferred all my credits after I graduated to come to Queens to get my degree.
Are you
Interesting.
about the Kingston life?
Yeah, definitely more exciting than the Brockville life.
Cool.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. Haven't had any theater majors on here. I love theater. So yeah, looking forward to getting to know you. Now let's invite our panelists to turn on their cameras, and then one by one we'll call you on to introduce yourselves.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Oh my God. All right. I see one of my people in here. Okay, we're going to start by the order we see on the screen. So first we have Ryan. Ryan,
Which one?
you.
Me.
Rowdy
All right,
Ryan.
sweet. Yeah, I'll go first. So hi everyone, my name's Ryan. I'm a 4th-year engineering student at the University of Guelph. I'm excited to be on the show again. I was on last week. Unfortunately, I did not find the one, but maybe we'll find her this week. Maybe Madeline's the one. But probably not, because Corey's here, and Corey was a fan favorite last week. So I got a feeling he's gonna sweep the show. Yeah, I'm a little worried about Corey over there in the corner. So
I see.
good luck to everyone. I'm excited to get to know everyone.
Nice to have you back too. Next we have Tio. Did I pronounce your name right?
Yeah, Tio, that's how you say it. Yeah, hi, I'm Tio. I'm senior in computer science at the University of Waterloo. Here on the show, kind of like to keep me to do something from going crazy, especially during final season.
Yeah.
I guess because you're in film, my favorite movie would be The Lord of the Rings. Really love the movie series. Lots of fun. And yeah, that's my brief introduction.
Awesome. A fellow
Nice,
CS
you're already
student.
listening.
Cool. Now my favorite Ryan out of the two, Ryan Miller.
Hi, my name is also Ryan, and I'm a fourth-year life science student at Queen's. And I'm the president of the Queen's Anime Club, as you might expect. Yeah.
Yeah, anime club. What's your favorite
Yeah.
anime, Ryan?
My favorite anime is Neon Genesis Evangelion.
Hmm.
Real good.
Real good. Very deep anime. I love.
When you first talked about being the president of Anime Club in your application, I immediately told Ray, like, you're gonna find me. I love
This is
anime.
gonna be so much fun. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
glad to have you. All right, next we have Daniel. Hi, Daniel. Daniel?
Hey, what's up? I'm not that good with Oh yeah, what's good? I'm not that good with intros, but I'm a fourth year student at a fourth year in my master's at U of T for physics. I don't know what else to say. I like to rock climb. I have a bunch of chickens and yeah.
You have a bunch of chickens?
Because I live on a farm, so that's like my side hustle is raising chickens. So
Interesting. So like your side hustle is farming chickens.
yeah,
Nice.
it's
Nice.
kind of like the only chicks that I can get, you know.
Interesting. I remember trying to raise a chicken when I was in grade 1. It died in 10 days. So, yeah, you're definitely doing better than me. All right. Thank you,
No worries, man. We
Daniel.
all-
Next we have Narth. Hi, Narth.
Hi, hello everybody. So my name is Narthanan. I go by Narth as well, because it's easier instead of having my name mispronounced like 5 times. So I'm a first-year political science student at the University of Ottawa, and I'm just here to have some fun today and meet new people. So yeah, thank you for having me on.
Thank you for
Yeah,
coming.
Thanks for coming on. Last week, sorry we couldn't get you on last week. We had an overwhelming amount of comments wanting us to hashtag free Narth. So this week is the week.
Well, thank you for bringing me.
And finally, we have Ryan's biggest fear, Corey.
So I'm Corey. I'm a first year finance student at the University of Ottawa. I also do I work at a fashion store. Well, I started a fashion store with some of my friends from Switzerland called The Selective. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have.
Cool. Your house is not on fire this time. What happened?
I had to move to a sister's room because, as you can see by this wonderful portrait of her up here, it's because the rest of my house burned down and this is the only place left. So, yeah.
See. Well, I'm glad you got that fixed. So yeah, this is our panelists, and I'm really glad because I think this is the most diverse guest from all different universities that we ever have so far. So
Go
yeah.
Griffins.
Go Griffins. All right. So for the next segment, we are going to pull up Madeline's slides, and we're just going to go over the slides and learn a little bit more about her. And while that is happening, we will allow the male panelists to turn on their mic as well. So if you have any questions, you want to chat with Madeline to engage with her a little bit more, feel free.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't have to be on mute.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Going off of mute then. Sounds good.
Yeah. All right, Michelle, do you want to share your screen?
Yeah. Give me uno secondo.
I'm just going to read the comments for a bit. Huh. Smile on the camera, Tio.
Thanks, Mom. Trying my best.
And Weeb Ryan Supremacy. Yeah, Weeb
Look,
Ryan
chat, you
Supremacy.
only think that I'm cringe because you yourselves are also weebs, okay?
All right.
Dude, honestly, not gonna lie, I don't wanna talk smack, but I'm a little disappointed, Ryan. Come on. Ryan Miller, with a name like Ryan Miller, the iconic goalie. I was just expecting more.
Look, I have several Ryan Miller posters in my room back in Hamilton, all right?
Oh my, this smack talk's already going. Yeah, but let's first let Madeline talk about herself and then smack talk later.
Okay, hi. So I don't really know how to introduce myself. I'm not awesome at talking about myself, but sorry, I'm getting an email. Yeah, so here are some pictures of me. I have a really hard time not smiling in photos. Just laughing a lot, I guess. So I go to Queens. I'm in third year, theater and film. Would you mind clicking to the next slide?
Yep.
Thank you. So these are a whole bunch of pictures from when I was in college at St. Lawrence College for theater performance. All of my friends doing shows together. It was really like the best experience. It was very, there's a lot to unpack from those 3 years, but it was also really fun. Yeah, and I think that really, I'm happy that I did it, even though, I mean, like getting an education in musical theater performance doesn't sound like the smartest thing to do. I'm glad that I did it. I feel like I learned a lot, and I just think I'm someone that like has to follow what I want to do, even if it's kind of ridiculous.
Madeline, I'm curious to know, since you're in theater, are you able to sing?
Yeah, theoretically, yes.
But in application, it's a different story.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that I'm like an awesome singer.
So you wouldn't sing for us right now?
No.
No,
definitely not.
Maybe we'll save that for later.
Maybe.
What are some of the shows that you did in the photos?
Yeah, so in the pictures, on the far left side, those are from The Wedding Singer, like the Adam Sandler movie turned into a musical. I played Drew Barrymore's character, so that was really fun for someone who loves Drew Barrymore. And then next to it is Into the Woods, which is a fun Sondheim show. And then over to the side, it's Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh my God, really?
Which is an absolutely terrible show that I love so much. And I also did another show that I, for some reason, have no photos of. I did 12 Angry Men in second year.
That's a good one. That's a good
one.
one.
Really good one. A really fun story from that is that on our opening night, one of our jurors got sick halfway through the show, and we did 11 Angry Men. We do all of the math for the votes and just hope for the best. It was terrifying.
Did you like cut out his lines and just like
yeah, we all just like had to think ahead and be like, okay, what was he supposed to say and who can say it to make it make sense? Thankfully, we had passed the point where there's one section where it has to be completely split 50-50. And we'd already passed that. So like from then on, we're like, okay, it's fine. Like no matter what happens, the numbers will work out. But absolutely terrifying. Like scariest moment ever on stage.
Interesting.
Sounds like it worked out. Yeah. Okay. Sounds like you still had a good time.
Yeah, it's definitely, while it was stressful at the time, it's kind of hilarious to think about now.
Interesting.
If you don't mind me asking, have you done theater at since a young age, or is this something a bit more later on in your life?
I started when I was in probably like 6th grade. I think like High School Musical. I feel like that was a big thing for people our age, getting into like singing and acting and whatnot. But I never really thought about musical theater until I went to like a music summer camp. And there was this girl who was like so much better than me in every single way. And she sang a song from Les Mis. And I went home and I was like, what did she sing? What do I have to do to be like her? And like just that, like needing to be like this girl that I thought was so cool just like led me into a full-on obsession with musicals when I was like a kid. That never really went away. I wish I was into something cooler, but unfortunately, this is it.
Do you think this is something you're going to keep doing after school? And is this kind of what you want to see yourself doing for the rest of your life?
Yeah, like, I mean, obviously, who knows what's going to happen? And like, this is so hard. It's so hard to get to work in theater. But it is what I'd like to do. And even like while I go to school, I still audition for things, and I send in self-tapes a lot and just try to see if something will work out. But yeah, I think in the future, I would like to keep pursuing it. And if not from an acting standpoint, I would like to just work in the industry.
Cool.
Nice. I mean, that's what it is, right? You got to put yourself out there and create your own luck. So good for you. Keep doing that.
Yeah, you just have to keep going. All the rejection doesn't matter.
Yep. Doesn't matter. Keep going.
Okay.
If you don't make it on this week's episode, go on to next week. It's fine.
Exactly. Okay, before we go on to the next slide, I'm just going to turn off the display capture for a bit just to fix some issues, because I just realized we're not capturing everyone's full face. So just give me like 2 seconds. Thank you. Yeah, that's better. Now we have everyone's face. Okay, cool. Awesome. Please continue.
I gotta ask though. So Madeline, you mentioned High School Musical. Have you seen High School Musical, the series?
I haven't.
Oh my God.
It's on Disney Plus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I'm kind of obsessed with it. Like I kind of love it so much.
So wait, Madeline, if I'm hearing you right, you prefer Netflix over Disney Plus?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Netflix. I might prefer Prime. Overall.
Prime, wow.
Right.
Yeah.
That came out of nowhere. Didn't
Interesting.
expect that.
Movies.
Disney
So
Plus.
that's a bold statement.
Yeah.
Not like.
I mean,
well,
Prime, you get so much, other benefits, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
See.
I
Well,
mean, as much as I would like to not support Amazon.
I mean, Netflix, Amazon, Disney.
guys, we are
Yo,
on
Ray,
Twitch.
Michelle, this is a great time to just plug, that Twitch Prime sub. Make sure everyone Twitch Prime sub, support the creators.
Bro, we're not even Twitch affiliated, man.
That's tough.
It's all right. But I think if you have Amazon Prime and you're dating someone who has like, Netflix Prime, I don't know. I don't watch Netflix.
Normal Netflix.
Yeah.
Like the Netflix is
Wait, so does that mean I can steal your Amazon Prime whenever I want for free 2-day shipping?
Honestly, I think I'm on someone else's Amazon Prime.
That's even better. That's even better.
That's how we spread it. All right.
Exactly. Share the Prime.
Yeah. Let's just bring it back before because Twitch is owned by Amazon. Let's not get kicked.
Yeah,
And-
before Jeff Bezos takes down
Yeah.
the stream.
All right, we have our next slide.
Okay, so here are just some fun facts, I guess. So the pictures on the side are from the Vogue Charity Fashion Show, which is a club at Queens that I'm working on this year. It's really, really fun. It's very out of my comfort zone, but it's basically doing fashion shows, photo shoots and stuff, and that's something that I absolutely thought I would not have a good time doing, and I applied just impulsively, and I love it. And then I'm an embroidery artist. I sell custom embroidery. I do a lot of pet portraits, like these ones. These are kind of old, but I didn't have any new pictures of things. But yeah, that's something that I've been doing for a few years now. Started as a hobby, but then I've opened like an Etsy, and I do that sometimes. 10 Things I Hate About You. I had to do this is just from a class, like this weird photo on the side. I had to hand that in for a class this year, but 10 Things I Hate About You is my favorite rom-com. It's so good. And in general, I just really like movies. I like rom-coms a lot, but I also really like horror movies. Those are kind of my two main things. And I listen to a lot of podcasts. Right now, I'm really into How Did This Get Made? That's the one that I'm like most consistently listening to, but also just like a lot of NPR, more boring things, but yeah.
What's NPR?
NPR, like, I'm sure you know what NPR is.
Okay, I'll Google that on my own. Yeah, like because I don't know a lot about these stuff. Like the only podcast I watch is called the Trash Taste Podcast. Maybe Ryan Miller can join in on this. It's like you got these 3 anime YouTubers, Gigok, the Anime Man, and the other
And
person.
Sea Dog VA.
Sea Dog VA.
I'm sorry, guys. I don't speak Waterloo. I'm not really sure what's going on right
God
now.
damn it! All right.
Of course you don't, you Philistine.
All right, cool. So
Got 'em.
I hope everyone got to know a little bit about Madeline. Yeah. So, so after seeing all that, does anyone have any questions for Madeline? If you do, raise your hand so we can pick you, or just shout it out. Oh, hi Ryan. Yeah, Ryan Miller.
What is your favorite stage play? Like, not necessarily like one that you've been in, but just like, you know, like the script sort of thing.
Okay, I think my favorite is this play called Poxy's Lips by Karen Hines. She's a Canadian playwright, and Poxy's Lips is part of a trilogy. It's a one-woman play about a woman who has mercury poisoning, and she's in quarantine and she's kind of losing it, and very relevant for right now. And it's just a really fun kind of like dark comedy, and the trilogy goes like backwards into like the company that she worked for and how she got mercury poisoning. It's very fun. It's a little sad, but very funny.
Interesting. Cool.
Very cool.
I have a question. Do you have any pets?
I do. I have a dog. He's not with me right now. He's at my parents' house. But I have a miniature schnauzer, and he's great.
What's his name?
Embroidery photo?
Max.
Max.
I know.
Love that.
It's the
Max.
white family dog name. But
Yeah, very basic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. My cat's name is Jack, so I feel you.
Name.
Oh
There you go.
My dog's name is Lexi, obviously superior to both names.
That's
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Daniel had something to say, then Corey, and then Narth.
Yeah, so I was just curious, have you been in any major like film productions, or have you just been doing like little side things?
No, I just do little things. I've been doing like student films around campus, and that's kind of it. I did do one where I got to be murdered last year, so that was pretty fun. But nothing exciting yet.
I mean, getting murdered sounds very exciting.
It was.
Yeah. All right, next we have Corey.
Yeah, so I was kind of wondering, what genres of music do you normally listen to, and like maybe who's your favorite artist or favorite artists?
Okay. In terms of like what genres, like it's kind of a wide range. Ignoring the musical theater stuff, I listen to a lot of 80s music, like 80s pop, 80s rock. I think my favorite artists, David Bowie, Talking Heads, and like more recently, like Father John Misty, I think would be my top three maybe. I do have a David Bowie tattoo, so he's kind of stuck at number one, but yeah.
Can we see the tattoo, or is it in
it's on my arm, so I don't know if this is yeah,
Oh,
bit of
yeah, a bit of it.
a little bit of it.
Yeah.
All right, I have another question.
Wait, Narth had it first.
Oh, sorry. Go for it. Didn't mean to interrupt. That's rude. My
No,
bad.
it's okay. It's all right. So with all your theater experience, is there ever like any standout, funny moment that you had with like the audience or something, or?
Well, I think that 11 Angry Jurors was definitely the craziest thing that's happened. But other than that, I feel like it's all been pretty normal. One time during Jesus Christ Superstar, my shoes got stuck together. I was wearing shoes that had hooks on them. And they hooked into each other in the middle of a dance number, and I thought I was just going to die on stage. I was just going to fall, and that was going to be it. But in general, like I don't think I've had any,
The O says it all.
sorry.
The repressed memory has come back.
I blocked out a production. That was just, I did it. I don't want to say, okay, no matter what I say, anyone who was there is going to know exactly what show I'm talking about. But I did an original like student written musical last year that had a very questionable storyline and very questionable characters and music. And the show itself, I told my parents not to come, and they came, and they were losing their minds in the audience the whole time. But I think probably the worst part was there was a couch, like what is it called when it's a couch and a bed?
Pull out.
Futon.
Like a futon, yeah.
Hey.
And and
I love futon. Sorry.
I know, I kind of do too.
Right.
We were supposed to change it into like back into the couch, and it wouldn't lock. And so the two of us who were changing it were out on the stage for 3 minutes in total silence, just trying to lock this futon in. And the audience like couldn't stop laughing at us, and there was like nothing we could do about it. It was everything about that show. It was definitely cursed.
Oh my god. Interesting. Cool. And Ryan.
Yo, can I just say something? Can I quickly say something? So I keep looking off screen at Twitch chat because I have it open, and they're roasting me for the futon right now. Absolutely going off. Absolute cringe. Okay, I just want to say that. That's why I keep looking off and like laughing, because it's just Twitch chat is just the best. I love Twitch chat.
Yeah. Why don't we take a moment and okay, let's not look at Twitch chat. There is some weird futon things. We're not gonna go over that.
Futon
Anyways,
gang, let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually have a question for Madeline, and I was surprised Ryan didn't ask this. Madeline, do you watch anime? And if you do, what's your favorite anime?
Never seen anime before.
I see.
Oh,
Oof, Ryan.
I have to applaud for that.
Why are you clapping, Michelle? Why
You guys
is
are
everyone
clapping for being
I agree with
uncultured.
that statement.
What do you read one bad book and then go, oh, I'm never gonna read a book again? Why would I
Ryan,
do
yes.
that?
Ryan, my man, if you win this, you gotta do some converting, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, some re-education,
I
right?
converted my parents into watching anime, okay? And they're like
Oh,
the
shit.
boomerest of boomers you've
yeah,
ever
I
seen.
don't think I could ever accomplish that.
I can do
honestly.
it.
That is a feat.
I'm gonna clap
But
for you.
refocusing on what
But-
Madeline might.
I was gonna ask Madeline a different thing, also related to Japan though, because I too like 80s music a lot, and David Bowie specifically.
Yeah.
But have you ever listened to City Pop? It's like 80s Japanese pop, which is
No,
also
I
really good. Should
I'll have
check that out.
Write
That's
that
very
down
nice.
and come back to that.
Cool. All right. So we are about like running out of time for round one.
Wait, do we want to see if Madeline has any? Like,
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Before we end round one, let's see if we're gonna give the mic back to Madeline. Do you have any questions you want to ask the guys?
I would love to hear just like what's your favorite movie or your favorite like type of movie, I guess. I know it's hard to
Forrest Gump, no doubt. Forrest Gump
Forrest
is
Gump?
just so good.
Never seen
Good Will Hunting is also very good. I like Good Will Hunting. Yeah, I don't want to just take the floor, so you guys talk as well.
We can go one by one. So Ryan went first. Teal. Teal?
Yeah, so I mean, I already said my favorite movie earlier, Lord of the Rings, but in terms of like favorite genre, I love that I love the utter crap like Will Ferrell puts out. Like, I don't know, it's the dumbest shit ever, and it's like it's just a guilty pleasure. Like, I don't know what it is about him, but like the way he like does his like dumb like dipshit humor, I just fucking love it. So that would be like kind of my favorite genre, like that kind of comedy. And there's other people that do like same kind of thing too. So I would say like that kind of stuff would definitely be my biggest sort of movies that I like to watch.
All right. Next one we have Ryan Miller.
My favorite movie is The Wind Rises. It's a film directed by Hayao Miyazaki. It's a biography of like an engineer, like an aeronautical engineer, but also at the same time, it's like a biography of his own life. And so like that juxtaposition throughout the whole film is really awesome. Yeah.
Interesting. Next we have Daniel.
Yeah, I don't really watch movies. I was never really like brought up on watching movies, so I've just been like more of a book guy. But like, yeah, I'm just solidified on the idea that like movies kind of like numb your brain and reduce creativity. So I like to like stray far away from them and just stick to paper.
Well, what books?
What's your favorite book?
Do you know who Michael O'Brien is?
Enlighten us.
He's like an author. He makes a lot of historical fiction.
Don't say
books.
anime.
No, it's not an anime. Do I
Okay,
look
thank God.
Yeah, bro, do I look like Ryan? Like, come on. No, but it's just a historical fiction book, and it's just about like Tito, and his reign and how he screwed over everybody in Yugoslavia. And yeah.
Are you from former Yugoslavia, like one of the Yugoslavic states?
No, I'm from Czech.
Yeah. Okay. True. No, because a lot of these, like, I know a few Yugoslavian, or I can't say Yugoslavian because they'd kill me, but I know people from that area, and they like, yeah, they're pretty like big on this history and like the whole history of it. So I was just wondering about that.
Yeah, it's been swept under the rug quite a bit, but you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, I just wanted to get so Madeline, the film major's response on Daniel's stance on movies.
I mean, like, I didn't really grow up watching movies. It's not something that I was really interested in until I took a film course and was like just obsessed with it. Like, I had never thought about it before. Everything in my life was about theater. And then all of a sudden I was like, oh my God, this is something else that I'm also super passionate about. I don't think it numbs your brain. But I'm also a reader. Like, I get it, but at the same time, like, I think that there's a lot of really interesting things to talk about in film.
So what kind of books do you read?
I like nonfiction books for the most part. I like to read biographies. I like to read about food a lot.
You like cooking?
I don't. I'm a terrible cook. I'm not good at it. And I don't really like doing it, but I like to read about like the food industry. I think it's really interesting. But cooking, I'm really not good at it.
When you say that you like the food industry, does that mean like you watch Super Size Me or whatever that called?
Just cooking shows. That's
MasterChef.
All right.
MasterChef all day.
Oh. Yeah, I think Super Size Me is disgusting and doesn't achieve anything. But things in that general, what Super Size Me wishes it was, I think.
Cool. All right. Next, we have Narth.
Yes. So my favorite movie, I know when I was a kid, it's pretty Zoomer of me to say, but like I really enjoyed Wreck-It Ralph. But you know, as I started exploring different options and such, I'd probably say my favorite movie, probably Shawshank Redemption. I watched it in my high school law class. It's a classic. It's really, really good. Anyone who hasn't watched it, I would definitely suggest watching it. As for favorite genre, I enjoy all sorts of genres. You know, I think as long as the actors give a good performance, the writing isn't lazy. You know, I just really enjoy whatever is out there, because I think whenever you try to create something, I think it's fair to at least give it a fair judgment, because it's someone put a lot of effort into it. So I'll always go in with an open mind. But I think if I had to choose one, I'd probably go with romantic comedy. I'm a sucker for romance, so there's that.
Cool. And last but not least, we have Corey.
Hey.
Yeah. So for favorite movies, it's kind of hard. Like, to be honest, I'm not like a film buff or anything. I kind of just like, I've watched like most of the classic must-watch movies, and I guess most of them I've seen are like pretty good. But of those, I'd probably say like I really liked American Psycho. I major in finance, so I guess I kind of have to say The Wolf of Wall Street, 'cause it's like given, I guess. I also really liked Django Unchained. Sorry, I don't know. I said Django. And what's it called? Inglourious Bastards. I really like that movie as well. So yeah, I mean, I guess for favorite movies, I actually tend to stay away from horror movies, just because like I don't find most of them like very interesting, because I find them to be very, I guess, kind of predictable. But I guess maybe that's because I'm watching the like really generic stuff, like, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, you know, stuff that's been like done a billion times. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm good with like all sorts of movies, I think. So yeah, as long as like they're good movies. I'm not trying to watch Sharknado or something like that.
Wow. Michelle, I feel uncultured. Out of all these responses, I only know Forrest Gump and Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh no.
I haven't watched any of the others.
It's okay,
I gotta say,
Come on.
I gotta say, I take a bit of offense that you wouldn't watch stuff like Sharknado, because to me, like, the kind of movies that are like really fucking dumb like that, there's like a certain art to like, it's so bad that it's enjoyable and somehow good. I mean,
yeah, it's like fun to watch with friends and stuff. I don't think I'd ever watch it like by myself, you know?
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of Star Wars.
All right, so that concludes our first round. Michelle, do you want to take it from here?
Yeah. So at the end of the first round, we typically do a countdown of 5. So if you're not into film, I guess, or like I don't know, we'll just count down. You guys can shut off your cameras if you want to. Before we move on to the next round, all about relationships. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, moving on to round 2.
Whoa.
Ray, display.
Man, competition is tough today.
Oh, my bad. Round 2. There we go.
Damn, Corey's still here. Damn it.
All
right.
right, relationships. So we typically like to start off round 2 with inviting our main guests to talk about whatever they're comfortable with, some of their past relationship history, some of the lessons learned, and some things that they may be looking for in the future. So Madeline, back to you.
Okay. So, I guess I've had 2, like, relationships. The first one, I don't think about. It, like, literally never crosses my mind. And I'm so sorry if he ever...
Oh no.
But the second one was, like, quite a long time. We were together for a few years, and it was really serious, and we were talking about moving in together, and but now that it's over, I'm realizing how bad it was, and like just I knew like some of it, like I knew it ended with cheating. It like, not good. But looking back, I was like,
wait. Important question. Who cheated?
He
Just to
cheated on
clarify.
me.
Just to clarify.
Important question. Just to clarify.
Oh yeah, no, I guess that's important. Yeah, he cheated on me multiple times with multiple women, and
Sounds like a Chad.
yeah.
No, that's not, no.
I'm just
that's nothing to joke about here. I'm sorry to hear that.
But now that it's over, I mean, like, I definitely, looking back, I'm like, why did I let someone treat me like that? You know, like, you don't think about it when you're there, but now I'm like, I would never let someone talk to me like that again. So I think that's kind of the lesson learned is just like, no matter how much you like someone, you can't let things like that slide.
Mm-hmm.
You can only forgive so many times.
Do you mind telling us a little bit more? Like, what are some of these red flags that you realized? Maybe our audience can learn a little bit from it, maybe, you know?
Yeah, not to be too, like, dark, I guess.
Yeah.
But, yeah, like, throughout the relationship, there was a lot of just gaslighting and lying and, like, I would see a dating app on his phone and he would call me crazy and that I never saw that, I imagined it. And, like, just he would be out and I would know that he was out with people, and then when I would be like, hey, like, everything okay? Like, why'd you do that? Like, what's going on? He'd be like, that never happened. You just don't listen to me. You don't trust me. You don't know. Like, just anytime he did something that, like, wasn't respecting the boundaries that we had set in our relationship, anytime I called it out, I wasn't listening. I didn't hear him say it. I'm making it up. I'm crazy. I imagined it. And at the time, like, when someone says that to you so often, you start to think, like, you're right. Like, I'm so sorry that I didn't listen to you. I'm so sorry that, like, I'm not giving you what you need. But now coming out of it and looking back and going to therapy, I'm like, hold on. Like, that's not how a relationship is supposed to be. And so
honestly,
now,
sorry to interrupt, but like I can relate to that. I've been in similar situations and it sucks. But now that you've come out of it, you can look back and you know what you don't want. Like, that's the great part about it. Now you can see that, you can see those red flags right in front of you and be like, I don't want that. I don't want to be anywhere around that. I don't want to be that environment isn't good for me. And like, so as horrible as it is, like, you know, this is probably a blessing.
Oh, totally. I think about it sometimes and I'm like, wow, like, if life was different, if it didn't end, we would probably still be together right now. We probably would have moved in together. It would have been a long-term thing. And then I think about it and I'm like, oh my God, like, I could have been living like that for years and years and years before realizing that that's not how your partner should talk to you and treat you. So yeah, I'm definitely glad. Like, it was definitely not good and a really bad ending and just like unfortunate to go through. But I mean, like, it's better than staying with someone who treats you horribly.
100%. Yeah. So in your next relationship, what are some of the things you might want now that you know all these red flags? Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely just like honesty. Like, I think it doesn't really matter, like, in your own relationship, like, what the boundaries are. You know, like, there's totally different ways to be in a relationship, different things that are okay for different people. But as long as those are agreed upon and, like, everyone can trust it. And also just, like, having more space. I think a big problem was that, like, we were very dependent on each other and spent a lot of time, like, too much time together. And now I'm like, I know that I like being alone. I'm very introverted and like to just hang out by myself. And so the next time I date someone, it's definitely going to have to be have some space and alone time.
There'll be plenty of that in quarantine.
Oh man.
All right. Michelle, do you have anything else you want to add on? Or
Nope.
okay. Well then. Yeah.
Do
Michelle?
we want to continue this conversation or maybe go around one by one again, sort of talking about our past relationships or?
Yeah, it would be interesting knowing that too. Like, can we take turns one by one? And if you don't want to, it's completely fine. So, yeah. Ryan, why don't you start first?
All right, I'll start. I'll take lead. I'll bite the bullet. Yeah, I've been in, long-term relationships. I've been in shorter relationships. I've been in more casual situations. I've been in serious ones. This ain't my first rodeo. But yeah, I'm just looking for somebody who's fun. Like, for me, it's always been, can I find somebody who's ambitious, who wants to achieve goals, and who wants to have a fun partner in doing so. So that's always how it's been for me. That's how I try and look at my past relationships. And that's how I determine whether a relationship's going to start or end, right? Do we have those aligning goals? Do we make each other better? Do we have, are we positive when we're around each other? And do we want the best for each other? That's really what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Anyone else want to share a little bit about their relationship experience?
Yeah, I can go.
Okay.
So, I'm relatively young. I think I'm the youngest here, so that's a bit odd, I suppose. But I've been in one relationship, and it was a fairly long relationship, I'd say. And, no one's perfect. But later on into the relationship, I realized that I was putting more into the relationship than my partner. And things just didn't really work out. So unfortunately, she ended it with me, which looking back now, I think I'm pretty happy because I think it gives me time to reflect on myself, and see what I can get more out of. Like what Madeline was saying, I think space is very important in a relationship. So any future relationship, because I'm also pretty introverted myself, and I could use my own time to just process things and take things like the way I want to. Additionally, I think something that's quite underrated in terms of relationship is I want to be surprised. I think I'm a very straightforward person, with routines and everything. So I like somebody that can spice things up, show me a different perspective or just different hobbies or whatever. And I think, it should be interesting. The person you should be dating should be fun. And yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Narth brings up like a pretty interesting point. Like when you're looking for someone, like would you look for someone kind of similar to you, and try to like amplify that to become, I don't know, better, similar versions of yourselves, or would you want someone like different from you to increase your breadth in other aspects?
I think the word you're looking for is complementary, right? You want somebody who complements you.
I mean, I guess
that's that's how I see it.
Yeah, it is, and a little bit of surprises from time to time. All right, who wants to share a little bit about their experience next?
I guess I could go.
Okay.
So I saw someone Twitch say that I've had every relationship, which I don't really know what that means. Like, does that mean like I've had a gay like I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. But like I've had like a few relationships in high school, or like I guess saying the word relationship feels weird, but like I've dated a few girls in high school. Had a few things like with girls, but it didn't really work out. So, I don't know. Like I guess like for what I'd be looking for, honestly, I have no idea. Just like anyone really just interesting, I guess, and like normal to a certain extent. Like because I once dated this girl who she accused me of pushing her down the stairs when I didn't do that, right? And then
That's
she
the big
told
red flag.
our high school, like the vice principal of our high school, like, oh yeah, this guy pushed me down the stairs. And then they were like, okay, but then why don't you have any injuries or anything? She's like, and then she eventually left the school. So yeah, kind of prefer if a girl is not, I guess what word would that be? Like abusive? Yeah, like yeah. I guess I prefer people who are not abusive, to be honest. But yeah.
So someone who's honest, like Madeline said before, as well.
Yeah, it sounds like communication might have also been.
Yeah, sure. There. I mean, like if you're cheating on me, you can lie to me about that. That's fine. Like I'd rather not know. You know.
Interesting.
Corey,
yeah, like I'd rather just like not know. Just break up with me. For that, yeah.
That's kind of interesting. Like Madeline.
No, I'd rather just be dumped than whatever.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Rather get it over with.
Madeline, do you think that you would have preferred not to have known?
Yes, for some of it. Because in that specific relationship, there was physical cheating, and like that, I could have not known about. Like sleeping with other girls. Just don't tell me. Don't do it. Don't tell me about it.
But then you rather know the details, right?
Yeah, I don't want to know anything about it. But at the end, there was like the last girl is his new girlfriend, and that is what sucked the most. Was like, because if your partner is sleeping with someone else and that's not something you've agreed on being okay in your relationship, like that sucks. But your partner actively falling in love with someone else while saying that they're in love with you.
That sucks more.
That's a lot. Yeah.
Does anyone else want to share a little bit about their experience? If not, I have a question for the guys.
I can go.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't really have any relationship experience. Like I've dated a few girls, but like never really went anywhere because like we have different interests and goals in life and such. But like for me, like I've had a couple of girls who wanted to date me and be like in a relationship or something, but I kind of have like a bit of a toxic attitude towards doing schoolwork and such. So I was like, why would I date someone when I can spend more time studying for medical school? That's a much better use of my time.
Interesting.
But like this year with quarantine and such, I've had a lot of time to reflect, and I've realized that the heat death of the universe is approaching. And so nothing I do matters anyway. So, may as well try having relationships with some kind.
Very nihilistic attitude that you have there.
He changed. He's here now. He's putting himself out there.
Yeah, and just wondering, when you said that you guys had different hobbies, by any chance, do you mean anime?
No, actually, it's more like she enjoyed going out and doing things like clubbing, and I do not. At all. I want to stay home all the time.
Yeah,
well, you could watch Naruto in the club. You just have to get like
Naruto is bad. I would not watch Naruto in the club.
Yeah,
we are no longer friends, Ryan. JK. Yeah.
I once had a party, and then there was just a group of people watching anime on the floor. So.
Hey, Michelle.
Definitely
I'm
not.
pretty sure that group of people is me and my friends.
Really?
That group of people is me and my friends. Michelle. Oh my god. All right. But okay, just to clear up for like anime people, all right? Like I enjoy anime, but I also went to the club twice, I think. Yeah, twice. But the second time I went, I made it onto Canadian Party Life doing Yo-Yo Trek. So like, you know.
Then you're good. You don't need to go back.
I don't need to
That
go
was the
back
whole goal.
anymore.
Get on CPL and you're fine.
Exactly. All right. Anyways, Daniel, you had something to say, right?
Yeah, so my past relationships, I've been on pretty much like a roller coaster my whole life. So like I don't know. I started like back in like grade 7, 8, I was like really into girls, and then like grade 9 to about like 12, I hopped onto the dude wave, and you know, I just realized that, you know, maybe like this isn't for me. So I hopped like back onto girls now, but like I haven't really had a lot of relationships in general. Like, let's see, I think I've had like at most 3 girlfriends. Like one was last year, and then the other 2 were in like grade 3 and 4. So in terms of experience, like I'm not up there. Like I am up there, but like I'm not like up there like Ryan is. But you know, like I'm almost there kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Would you say that they're positive experiences?
Yeah, for the most part, I'd say so. But you know, we just let our differences get to the best of us. I mean, yeah, it's just, you know, like we grow up. Like I was still young, you know, so we were all, you know, converging down, or sorry, we were diverging down different paths. So you know, just the way life went.
Yeah. And
Poetic.
Theo, do you want to share some or no?
Me, yeah. So I guess my experience is like, so I'm kind of more with as the chat calls him, Wee Brian. I'm on this one. Basically, yeah, I've dated around like a bit here and there, but I haven't really had any long-term relationships. I will agree with Nerth though on a few things, like giving people their space, I think is important. Like, so this is going to be such a random tangent story, but like after high school, I went on a trip to Iceland with a couple of my friends, and we just kind of like, we didn't really like know much of like with the locals and everything. We kind of stuck to each other. And by the end of 3 weeks, we were just at each other's throats. Like every small thing about each other annoyed us because we were literally the only people we would ever socialize with for 3 whole weeks. So it was pretty bad that way. So I think, like, you know, getting back to the main point, I think giving people their space is definitely really important in a relationship. And yeah, that's kind of like my whole thought idea on relationships and all that.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. All right. So Madeline, after hearing about the guys' relationship and kind of their perspective, do you have any questions for them?
Questions.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just think I enjoyed hearing everything. I think it's really interesting, like, you know, all the different experiences that people have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know if I have anything. I feel weird prying into people's
that's true.
personal business.
Yeah, that's all right. Ryan, you have your hands up.
Yeah, I just have a quick question. I'm curious to know where you're at right now. Are you kind of single, loving life? Are you looking for something more serious, or are you just don't know? You're just, you know, open to explore and see what happens.
Yeah. So I've been like out of that last relationship for just over a year now, like a little over a year, and I had been like, you know, those first few months that are all sad, and then I was like, I'm ready to go out and like meet people and have fun and whatever. And then COVID happened. So went right into quarantine. And really, like, from then on, like, I date-ish. Like, every once in a while, I go out on dates. Yeah, like, I wouldn't really say that I'm, like, super, like, looking for something or anything in particular. But, you know, like, I guess I'm open to hanging out with people that I like, that I get along with. I'm not really looking for, like, a commitment or, you know, anything intense. Just, like, I think if you meet people...
See work out, see what happens.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, very open.
Would you say, so you mentioned you were going on dates. Are you a big online dater? Is that...
Yes and no. I find like I love using like I'm on all the apps, like literally all of them because I
COVID-19,
love
baby.
attention. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just fun for like,
Mhm.
you know, getting attention from people, having like light conversations.
And
I
seeing
find,
people's
like,
photos.
yeah, just like stalking people on Tinder. It's a good time. I think the only dates I think I've had one like since I've like started dating again. I think I've only gone on one date with someone that I had like no connections with at all. Like we had just matched on Tinder.
Mhm.
But for the most part, I think Tinder is really good for like finding people that you have mutual friends with, but you haven't had the opportunity to meet yet.
Yeah.
And so I find like I'll do that. I'll swipe right on people that I recognize from like class or from parties that I've never actually spoken to. Because at least like hopefully you have things in common, you have friends in common, something to talk about. It's probably not going to be super awkward.
Yeah. Have a conversation starter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
sometimes
Tinder was for hookups, but
Yeah, that too.
That too, Corey.
Find everything on Tinder.
You can
Yeah.
find absolutely everything.
Absolutely everything.
We actually considered making a Tinder profile for the dating show. Just so to
Getting
get more people to join. But
it's a form of
yeah.
recruitment.
Yeah, and while we're at that, just for everyone who's watching, if you want to sign up for the show, go to the About section. There's a sign-up sheet. We desperately need more guests.
No,
So we
don't
can-
say that, Ray. We're
Okay,
taking a
yeah,
break
no,
after this
I'll
episode
take it back.
anyway.
But actually, I have a more serious question I want to ask Madeline. This kind of I'm interested as well. Just kind of, I want to know a little bit. So maybe it will work for my relationship in the future. So given that a lot of trust issues have happened in your past relationship experience, what can a guy do to make them trust you more? Because like to make you trust them more. I'm not making sense, am I? You know?
No, I think I know what you're saying. I feel like the best thing you can do is just not break the trust, you know? Like
Mhm.
I feel like I'm a pretty trusting person. I think from the beginning, like I don't assume that people are going to be bad. I think everyone is doing their best. And so then when people aren't, I get really sad about it, I think, because I don't expect people to do bad things. But I feel like yeah, like as long as like everyone, if you have boundaries set in your relationship that you both agree with, that everyone respects those boundaries. And I think that's kind of it. I think once the trust is broken, it can be really hard
Yeah.
to rebuild. I know like we tried really hard to, after the first time it happened, to try to figure out a way to get through it. But if you're not both 100% on board, I don't think it's possible. It's
That's
definitely hard.
Yeah. It is. Well,
Ray, you seem a little sad there.
Yeah.
Okay, Ray?
This is an open space. If you want to share, you can share.
We don't need to pry. We don't
Talk
need to
about
pry.
your past relationships. you know?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah, we're here to listen.
Yeah, as the host, you got to open up and talk about your life. Yeah,
Only,
sure.
only if you're comfortable. That's the most important thing here.
For sure.
All right,
exactly.
all right. So I guess this is kind of like this is kind of interesting because how should I say this? It's sometimes because I'm like a very what I say? I am like a very kind of dumb person. Sometimes I stutter on my words. And sometimes I make small promises and I break them just because
Hey
I'm
man, that
dumb
doesn't make
and
you
forget
dumb.
about it.
That's a very normal thing to do, buddy.
Yeah. So I guess a lot of the time it's like I say like trust me, it's gonna be all right. I promise I'll do something, and then I think like I probably accidentally break it, and the next time when I say trust me, it's like hard to earn that trust back. So it's very interesting because the more I say like just believe in me, just trust me, it's gonna work. It's like the less credible it is, right? So it's like how does things work? Well, yeah. I'm just confused. Anyways.
Yeah, there's a reason that we're not the contestants here.
Yeah, this is a reason why we're not a contestant, and we have these 6 beautiful panelists here. So we have used up our time for round 2. So Michelle, does anyone have any last question before we go to our countdown? If not, I will hand the mic to Michelle.
Okay, well, I'm just counting down from 5, so it's not too complicated. But yeah, so I'll give you guys one last opportunity to turn off your webcams, and after that, Madeline will get to select 2 of you to talk more about yourselves, get to know each other better, and hopefully pick one of you in the end.
And just to clarify, this is your last chance to close off your cam. If you have your cam on, that means you're gonna stay the entire time. All right?
Okay. 5, 4, 1. All right. Got the full house going here. That means, Madeline, you now have the full selection.
This is our first time. Pretty sure this is our first time. Oh.
Okay. Well, I wish some people left. It's easier to narrow it down. So I just.
Or you can ask them something.
Yeah, you can ask them some questions before you choose.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna ask. Can I ask everyone, like, what would be like your like best day? Like, what would you like to do if you could just do whatever in a day? Like, what do you usually get up to?
Is there any particular order you want them to start with?
Oh, just whoever.
All right.
Okay, let's switch up the order. I'm just gonna go from a different order on my screen. Let's start with Narth.
Okay. Oh, that's kind of. I mean, I'm a very introverted person, and with quarantine and everything, so I guess it's a bit not skewed. It's a bit different than normal. I'm on my computer a lot, but I think if I was able to go to university, I'd like to think that I would try to make friends and socialize. But I'd obviously spend some time on my computer because I rely on it for school and everything. I'm trying to think I think I just enjoy being with the people I love, and that can't happen every day, obviously. But if it's in theory a best day, I try to spend a lot of time in said best day, and just really enjoy the most out of it because there's only so much time you have, and I think spending it with the people you care about is really, really valuable. So that's what I would do personally.
Mm-hmm. Very, very nice, very wholesome. Let's go with Corey next.
Oh, okay. So Twitch chat says commit arson, drive drunk, a lot of things to do. But personally, I think that my ideal day, I guess it depends. Depends on the weather, I guess. Like if we're talking about like if it's warm outside, then I guess I'd probably go outside and like go out with friends or something to like a rooftop bar or something like that. But if it's the winter time, I'd probably go skiing or something like that. And then for any other time, I guess like I don't know, like fall, I'd probably just stay inside. I don't know.
Got a nice full seasonal view there.
Let's
go with
live in Canada, so
on the farm.
Varies.
So my days are, I don't know, they're pretty much the same because I live on a farm. So like I have to wake up at like 4:30 every morning, and then I just depending on like how the weather is, I'll probably just like work out outside, go rock climbing on some little rocks that are behind my house, or else read. And a lot of my day is spent either playing piano or studying or reading. And then that's basically like every day. And then at night just differs from, how I'm feeling as well. So like I'll probably do like a ritual, or like I'll do like meditation stuff, or and then like I basically go to bed early every night. Like I'm in bed usually at 9:30. Clearly probably tonight I won't be hitting that target, sadly, but
sorry about that.
No worries. But yeah.
Can I just say your day sounds beautiful?
Honestly, yeah.
My days were like.
What kind of
Yeah.
pieces do you play on the piano?
Well, so during last year, I was going through like a romantic period. So like I was playing a lot of Liszt and Chopin, and then this year I rediscovered Bach, and so now I'm like only like playing a bunch of his fugues and preludes and a lot of his piano concertos too. So
Very nice
Yeah.
pieces. You know, they're a real piano player when they say Chopin. Let's go with. Okay, let's separate the Ryans. So let's have Rowdy Ryan first.
All right, I guess I'm going. Everyone keeps calling me Normie Ryan, so I'm gonna go with like my normal day is. So my normal day, this is my ideal normal day, right? And that'd be get up, make some pancakes, maybe throw a banana on there with some maple syrup, 100% real maple syrup. I don't go with no fake syrup. Then I'm hitting the gym. I like working out. I like going for runs. So I'm probably getting in about a 40 to 45 minute workout. Then I'm heading back, and that's when I start studying. Like I said, I'm in engineering. We've got some crazy degrees here as well, so I'm sure everybody else can relate to lots of studying. And then if time permits, if I'm not studying for the rest of the day, typically in the evenings, depending on my energy levels, I either like going out with friends to the bar, because I'm an extrovert, or if my energy levels aren't there, I'm staying at home and I'm watching Netflix and playing some video games with my roommates, my housemates, which are actually watching right now. So shout out to Sean and Dan. And Dan roasted me in the chat, so what the hell, man? I thought you were on my side. But yeah.
That's how you know they're your friends.
Well, hello,
Yeah,
Sean and
exactly.
Dan. Thanks for tuning in. We value our viewers.
Hi, Mom. How you doing, Mom?
Next, let's go with Tio.
Great. To clarify, this is the round where she picks two people and then they move on after.
And-
Okay.
Like after you guys answer these questions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gotta
Okay.
funnel
So I
it
gotta.
Oh, big water
too.
bottle. Ray, where's your data filter?
God damn it. All right. Can't really
Yeah.
do that.
Audio
So-
cut out. Anybody?
Oh shit!
Just
Drinking
do-
right out of
okay,
the
cool.
right out of the
Figure this
filter.
out.
I do that too.
I'm gonna mute.
Anyway, so what I do on a typical day, get up. First thing I try to do is like trying to get like whatever schoolwork I have for the day, whatever work I have for the day. Beyond that, getting on to the rest of the day. Yeah, basically, try to get a little bit of everything each day, or at least each week. So maybe every day dedicated to something a little different. So talking to friends, playing video games, kind of having a chill day every once in a while, having a day where I grind on stuff and work on things, working on myself and providing a strong base for myself for the future. Sometimes I try to do like hobbies, like painting is one that was in my slides, but I'm just gonna show it off here. Painting these little
Oh,
trying to get in front of the camera. Oh yeah, these little like army
your hand
figures
behind
things.
it.
Put my hand behind. Oh, true.
Like go like this. What they do on the makeup
Background.
tutorials.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like
Wow.
I've seen
painting
those
these
at the
little
museum
army
before.
figure guys.
Yeah.
I've been trying to paint other things too. Like at the beginning of COVID, especially, we had a lot more canvases around the house, so I tried oil painting a little bit. Then, trying out like new hobbies like that and like broaden my horizons that way. That's part of it. What else? I think that's like the big thing. I love water. I'm a big fan of drinking a lot of water. Okay.
Hydro homies, respect it.
Respect.
Yeah,
Oh,
hydro
homies.
homies out there. There you go. That kind of stuff. That's basically what I have been, doing with my days. So
Mhm.
basically, just like anybody else, trying to mix things up. Oh, I guess working out every now and then is also important. Got to get that exercise. Got to get the serotonin pumping or whatever.
Sure.
So, yeah,
gotta throw in flex. I work out.
yeah. Just a subtle little flex at the end.
And last but not least, let's have Ryan M.
Mhm. My favorite.
Awesome. So for me, my ideal day is basically a day where I just like work on schoolwork the whole time, because I really like school. That's the number one reason why I want to go to medical school, because I just want to go to school as long as possible. Fairly unconventional reason, but whatever. But basically, I'll get up in the morning, have breakfast, and then I'll just start working. Well, this year I'll be working on like my undergraduate thesis, and I have a system with a Pomodoro system of doing work. And so every 2 hours I'll like watch an episode of anime, and I'll like record it in my anime list so that someday in the future I'll make an anime analysis YouTube channel, and that it'll be great and everyone will love it. But yeah, basically then in the evening, I really like to just like talk to my friends from high school. We'll play like a video game or something, and then we'll just like chat the whole time for like 3 or 4 hours in the evening, and then go to sleep / watch anime again. Yeah.
Best reason to wake up in the morning, watch anime.
Oh God.
Of course.
Yeah.
So now that we've heard from everybody, hopefully this has been helpful to you, Madeline. Maybe thinking about some days that you would also enjoy and could see yourself being a part of.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's your choice. But it is now the time.
Okay. Time to choose 2 people?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm going to go with Ryan, Rowdy Ryan, and Daniel, I think, are my 2.
All right.
Right.
Congratulations
Well,
to Rowdy Ryan and Daniel. Everyone else, please mute your mic and turn off your camera. Thank you. All right. Corey, your camera is still on. Do you mind turning it off? Oh, thank you. All right. Congratulations to Daniel and Ryan for making it into the final round. And so in this round, we will be showing the 2 guys' slides so you can get to know them a little bit more. And while we show the slides, of course, we encourage you to ask some questions to them and just, this way to help you to make your judgment. All right, Michelle, does anyone want to go first?
You know what? I'll let Daniel go first, and unless you want me to go first, I'm good either way. But I'll give the floor to you if you like.
Yeah, no, yeah, because I'll set the bar low for you, no worries.
I'm sure you'll set it very high. All right.
Okay, so
Okay.
do I have to share my slides, or are you going to do that?
No, I'll share my screen.
Yeah, Michelle will share her screen.
Yeah, we got it covered. You guys don't have to worry about
Yeah,
anything.
we got you guys covered. Let me change the rounds.
So, I guess like a little preemptive. I do not. I'm not good at like writing a like curriculum vitae, so my slides are horrendous shit, and I don't have any pictures of myself too.
Well, she's choosing to pick the person, not the slides. So
I just want to give like a little forewarning.
I'm just gonna wait for this to load.
Wrong one.
Wrong one? This is
Presented the
Ryan.
wrong one.
Oh wait, he said let Daniel go first. I wasn't sorry. I was focused on the slides.
Michelle.
And what? Okay.
Michelle.
Sorry, we're getting there.
Welcome to our weekly dose of technical difficulties.
It's not even a technical difficulty. Like it's not.
Okay, so I guess this is me.
You go by Danny.
Yeah, like Danny K. People call me Danny. It doesn't really matter what you want to call me, to be honest. But yeah, so I guess like the main thing that you will ever hear me talk about is a lot of rock climbing. And so like this is a picture of me 2 years ago climbing at a bouldering competition. I'd been bouldering for quite a long time, and I just really like the sport, and it's just, I don't know, it's kind of, a lot of people won't actually call the sport because like you're not like engaging in like a team based, but I guess that goes for like fencing, all that crap. But I mean, for bouldering and stuff, I really like it because it's more of like it's actually more of a puzzle than a physical exercise, because a lot of the times these routes that they set, you don't even need to be the strongest man alive to climb them. You just need to know where to exactly put your hands, where to put your feet, and how to pull properly and stuff like that. And so yeah, this is like a third of my life is rock climbing. So yeah.
Yo, Danny, you're hot in this photo. You're really hot in this photo. Look at those back muscles.
I know that was me last. I've been fattening up because of quarantine, but but yeah, like that was me in my prime. I was able to climb. So if you know like bouldering grades, this was like a V11, V13 kind of thing. It's like the second highest rank, but yeah. I mean, apart from like bouldering, if you count piano as a sport, then I guess you can include that too in there, because that's also one of my few talents. Sorry. Now on to the next slide. So this is actually my father. He's my inspiration for a lot of stuff that I do in life. I'm basically like a reflective image of him, and so we do like ice trips every year where like we fly like really up north, and then we just spend like a lot of time in the cold, just like living like icemen. So then we basically like live like polar bears and stuff. And so a lot of the like we go for like ice like polar plunges and stuff. And so he's like the inspiration for like if you ever meet my dad, you will honestly think that he's me, or that like vice versa. It's just I'm just a mirror of the past per se. And then for the next one, this is a picture of me with my friends. We went to Serbia, and then we climbed the mountains there. And yeah, this just like shows that I'm really like, I just love the cold. You know, like there's nothing I love more than the cold. Like cold showers, you know, just sitting on the cold half naked. You know, it's all, you know, very enjoyable and fun. Although you might not like it, which I'm more than certain you won't like it, but it's just who I am. So.
And Twitch chat, I kind of moved the round 3 panel thing on their upper body, so nothing will be shown. Yeah. Okay. Next slide.
I think that's it. This is the end. I did say maximum of 3 slides, so
cool.
Yeah.
Quite
short. On the slide, Madeline?
Oh, I just think it's so like that is so not how I live. But that's how I would like to live. You know what I mean? Like because I also love the cold, but for like the complete opposite reason. Like I love the cold because I love to get like bundled up and like stay inside by the fire. Like that's like my version of loving the cold. I can't imagine doing like a polar plunge. Sounds like my worst nightmare. Like that's so, and even like bouldering is terrifying. Like that's so cool.
Yeah, it just takes like to getting used to the height and stuff is really tough, but I mean you just have to trust your legs and all. So when you jump down, just bend your knees and you'll be fine.
Yeah, I think that's so cool. Like so scary, but really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. Like, Daniel, like, who are you? Like, who does this? Like, what is...
Yeah, you are like how I want to live, but I can't. Oh boy.
Still time, dude. You still got like 50 years left to your life. Plenty of time to change, man.
That's true. That's
you got
true.
This, right?
I got this. Yeah. All I need is a bouldering anime, and I will start rock climbing. Actually, there is a rock climbing anime this season. Yeah. Wait, never mind. We're getting off topic. Next, we have Ryan.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna compete with that. Twitch chat's going off right now. They're like, "Yo, you can't, dude." Daniel's Jack, balls of steel, interesting, adventurous. I don't know if I can compete. I'm pretty normie, so we'll see what happens. All right, so who is Ryan Antiochus? I noticed your first slide there, Madeline, was who is Madeline. So, I mean, we got that in common. So yeah, I'm from, I'm 21 years old. Obviously, I'm from just outside Toronto in Ontario. On the slide here, you know, I go to Guelph for engineering. As I said that before, go Griffins. And I'm very career oriented. Just this summer, I was working as a project manager at one of the big 5 banks here in Canada. And I'm looking to secure another spot this summer. So I'm excited. I've got all my socials in the top right too. So feel free to add me. Even
Got
on
the
LinkedIn, like I
LinkedIn.
said, career oriented, and everyone's roasting me in chat. I know. All right. Next slide. So a little bit about me, like my interests and hobbies and what I like. I already talked a little bit about how I like working out. I like fitness. So not as jacked as Daniel, but you know, I like to keep in shape. I'm also a little adventurous too. I like to travel, I like to go interesting places. The photo there is me on this beach over by, I think it was Lake Michigan. So, you know, pretty cool. And then, like I said, I'm very professionally oriented. So I got a little tie right there. The right side, I got my cat, Jack, who I mentioned before, and my dog, Harlow. And you might be thinking, Jack Harlow, inspired, you know, what's poppin', brand new whip just hopped in. Actually, no, we've had these pets for 10 years. Jack and Harlow was inspired by us, not us being inspired by him. We should have copyrighted my pets' names, and, you know, that would have been pretty sweet. Yeah, so yeah, I like taking my pets for walks. And also, I don't know why the check mark's down there, but it's not on the alcohol. It was when I was doing this in PowerPoint. The other thing is, I do want to mention that I realize my slides have a lot more effort in them. Like I said before, I was a project manager at the bank, so I'm kind of a PowerPoint whiz now. So that's why my slides are a little bit more, because I kind of do this without thinking. Next slide. So yeah, what I'm searching for, I guess I already went over this as well. And that's, you know, a smart, gorgeous, ambitious woman who has an awesome attitude and enjoys having fun while pursuing their goals. That's literally what I want to be a part of. You know, teamwork makes the dream work. I say that all the time. That's my saying. And, you know, I'm a pretty normal guy, as Twitch chat has pointed out.
And that is the last slide. So thank you, Ryan, for sharing that.
So, Madeline, after
Kind
seeing those
of.
two slides, do you have any
Yeah.
Well, I
thoughts?
have a question for Ryan. So, sorry. So, I'm not sure if I understood what you were saying about the check mark.
Oh, yeah. So sorry, on the bottom there, it said like no, I guess there was no smoking, no drugs, because I don't smoke, I don't do any drugs, but the alcohol is checked. There was supposed to be a check mark on there. It didn't load into Google Slides right. The transfer wasn't perfect, but I like drinking. Like I said before, I like going out to the bars, so I'm super social.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't sure if you were saying that because I could see the check mark under it.
Yeah, no, the transfer wasn't perfect, but that's fine.
I understand.
Yeah, he's a project manager, so they use PowerPoint, not Google Slides.
Whoa.
Whoa.
But yeah, we got kind of like two sides to the coin here,
Yeah, very different. Yeah.
which is, I guess it makes your job harder.
Yeah.
No, definitely. Yeah, am I just supposed to?
Yeah, like, do you have any follow-up questions
Mhm.
for them? Like, at the end of this round, you're just kind
Yeah.
of supposed to pick someone if you're interested.
And chat, cast your vote right now.
Yo, watch her pick neither of us. That would be a plot twist and a half. Or she says both. That would also be a plot twist. I would have to back out then. Because, you know, I wouldn't be able to fight Daniel. Daniel's too big. He's too jacked. Wouldn't work out.
Oh my god.
But yeah.
Oh boy. So Madeline, do you have any questions for these two?
Oh,
Things that you like
Sorry,
about their slides.
sorry.
And you have
I lost the connection for a second.
Oh, like, we're just asking, like, do you have like any follow-up questions or like any comments on things that you like about what you saw on the slides? Any things that are relatable?
Oh, I think you both did a good job. I like
Ooh. I think
Did I
she
freeze or did
lagged
she
out.
freeze?
No.
Uh-oh.
really interesting.
Wait, sorry, Madeline, you're freezing out.
Oh no. Well, chat is spending
I guess
F right now.
that's the biggest plot twist that
know.
could have happened.
Oh, she's back. She's back.
He's freezing. I don't know what you heard, what I said. I don't
We
know
didn't
how
hear
much that
anything.
We're
Nothing.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just okay. maybe let's fingers crossed my computer holds on for the next few minutes. I was just saying that Daniel, like I said before, I think that your interests are really cool and unique and intense in a way that like but like really respect it. It's really, really cool. And Ryan, I really think it's cool that like you are like career orientated and like interested in, you know, being ambitious. I think that's like a really good quality in people. And I think that's something like I definitely relate to. I relate less to being cool, like Daniel. I'm not quite. I'm really not cool. But yeah, I relate a lot to being ambitious and having goals and like being focused on your career. Yeah.
Would
So
you
I just choose someone?
relate enough to potentially go on a date with him? Is the question. Is the ultimate
Sorry,
question then?
Half of that sentence with my Wi-Fi.
Ah, I see. So, I think it's time that you will have to make your choice. We will do a final countdown, and at the end, please tell us who you're going to pick to potentially go on a date. Or just to learn more.
Okay.
Or
Yeah,
pick
Or just,
neither.
you know, to chat him up more. Decide into the DMs, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and it's fine to pick neither. All right, Michelle, you want to do the countdown?
All right, we'll give you a 10. We'll give you a countdown of 10.
Okay.
Okay, and give you some time to think. So we'll go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Good luck, Daniel.
4, 3,
Ryan.
2, 1.
I'm gonna go with Ryan.
Congratulations!
Yay.
Yay.
Congratulations, Ryan. Ryan is a return member, so that's goes to show you
Yeah, look at that.
returning.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good things happen.
Damn.
Daniel,
Michelle,
please
your
mute
dating
your
show
mic
works.
and turn off your video for now.
Wait, can I just say something first?
Sure.
I just want to say that the reason why I actually came on the show wasn't for Madeline. It was actually for Michelle.
Oh my god.
Plot
It's just-
twist.
You can't just say that.
I just find you like this like immaculate beam of light. It's just ridiculous to to be looking here. Like just to see you through a screen, it'd be nice to take you out for coffee sometime or for ice cream if you want.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
That is a
Corey,
plot
Corey.
twist.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Oh my God,
Madeline,
like,
do you mind if we
We'll talk about this after the show.
we talk about this after the show? Well, Daniel, hang
guess
on.
that-
We'll keep you.
that worked
yeah,
out.
Yeah. Stay.
Oh,
Turn off your
stay?
camera for now, and turn
Okay.
off your
Yeah,
mic for
that's
now.
not like
So.
Wow. Did not expect that.
Thank God I did not
Dude.
pick Daniel.
Yo.
Whoa,
Oh,
okay.
man.
I'm sorry. I'm just winning all the Daniels.
Yeah.
I was literally
Okay.
texting my
So
friend. I was
before
like,
we
yo, this
move
Daniel
to
got
Daniel's
friends.
section, Madeline. So congratulations with your match with Ryan. Do you mind telling us a little bit why you chose Ryan?
I just think from the beginning of this Zoom call, you just seem like a really nice, fun, easy to
I
talk
lost
to
audio
person.
again. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
We'll come back in a couple seconds.
It's good now, I think.
He's praising
There it
you.
is.
Come back.
Okay. Oh.
Oh,
All right, it's back. Sorry about that.
awesome.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
I don't know if anything.
Well, you know, folks, the
am I
internet
freezing
connections,
now?
unstable emotional connection seems to be there. Is she frozen
Madeline?
again still?
Yeah, it's frozen.
Okay,
You know
okay.
what?
Now we're good. We got
We're
the
good. We're good. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
We're good.
we didn't hear anything.
We could-
Okay, well, she praised Daniel. I mean,
Okay.
All right. This is really weird.
I'm sorry.
All
I
right.
can't
You know
function
what?
right now.
So terrible. This is so bad.
Anyways.
Are we good?
Yeah, we are good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, could you just go over why you picked Ryan again?
Yeah.
It cut out.
The charm.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying that I think like from like the beginning of the Zoom call, you just seem like a really nice person, easy to talk to, really friendly and funny, outgoing. Yeah, just like seem like a really nice guy.
He is. And
Thank
Michelle
you.
And I can confirm that because we talked with him off stream, and he is a really friendly and nice guy. So yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate that, guys. Means a lot.
All right. So congratulations. And we will definitely send you guys each other's contact info, and you guys will take it from there and see where it goes.
Take it from there. We hope it works out for you.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Thanks for putting yourself out there, opening your heart to love. We'll just wave out the chat, and if anyone
sounds good, and good luck to Daniel.
Okay, yeah. So Madeline and Ryan, please.
Good transition.
Please turn off your camera and your mic for now, and we will bring on our guest Daniel. Daniel, come back.
Wait, no, we're not doing this on stream. We're not doing this on stream
right now. Come on.
Oh,
come on, do it on stream.
No,
come on.
Do it for our crowd.
I don't know who's watching this right now.
Okay, all right.
We'll talk off stream. Let's end the stream. If anyone's, this is our last show because we're taking a break for exam season, but we'll be back for a holiday special and in the new year. So if anyone wants to be on the show, there's a sign up link in the about section. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
End the stream, Ray.
Shout out Daniel.